Possibly leaving had you not made this decision?
Well, there were rumors, and I just mentioned a moment ago, I can't deal in rumors. And so what I always try to do when I hear rumors is get to the bottom of them. I did the best I could in that environment, and that's really all I can say is I went through an evaluation process and tried to get to the bottom, eliminate rumors, because rumors don't serve anybody well.
Todd, sorry, Gary.
I'm Gary.
By letting go of Todd now, his contract states, I think he's due $2.4 million. Is there haggling over anything, or are you just going to pay him that 2.4?
I told Todd this morning that I'd made a decision to go another direction. There's a clause in his contract. I think I'll say this correctly. I'm not an attorney, nor do I care to be one. But I think it says something like termination without cause. And I told Todd that I was going to honor all pieces of the contract related to that clause. It calls for roughly $800,000 a year per year for the next 3 years. And excuse me, Scott, just a reminder, if the question comes up, or I'll head it off. 100% of those funds and the funds to hire the next coach are from athletic department funds. There are no university funds, no state tax dollars, so that'll all come out of university or athletic department funding.
A month ago, you said you were unwavering in your support for Todd. And was there a certain incident or instances since then that made you change your mind on the direction of the program?
I think, and I don't recall everything I said. I visited with a few of you, and you, in the middle of the season, asked me questions, toward the end of the Big Ten season, asked me questions about my support for Todd. And I think, unless you show me otherwise, that everything I said was accurate. I believe Todd is a terrific coach. I believe Todd stands for all the things that I stand for and Iowa stands for. I believe that those young people that we have on our team are making progress. Is there any one incident? I can't point to a specific incident, but again, when I sat down and I put all those pieces into the puzzle and I thought about what it's going to take to come back in year 4, come back next season and compete, I just felt like all the pieces weren't there and I needed to make a change.
How did Coach react this morning when you spoke with him?
Well, the quick answer is he acted professionally, like he has, in any endeavor we've undertaken or any discussion we've had. The reality is this has been hard on myself. It's been hard on him. It's been hard on his staff. He was a consummate professional, but obviously both of us were. It was just a difficult conversation, but he handled it, as you might imagine, in a professional way.
Gary, with how the team finished those last 2 games, 27 and 35-point losses, was that just part of a build-up that you started to look at and it just kind of added to it?
You know, I try very hard not to, I don't ever want to judge a program or a coach on 1 or 2 games. So I was at the Wisconsin game, and that was hard. I felt sorry for our student athletes, our coaches. So the honest answer is I didn't make a decision based on those 2 games because I never want to make a decision on a couple of games. But certainly, as a fan or as someone who loves the program, and when I follow the program, I have a fan side of me as well, and then I have to put back on my athletic director hat. So no, it wasn't based on 2 games, but everything is considered part of the equation.
Gary, how easy or how hard a sale do you have to potential candidates?
Well, I think there's going to be a strong candidate will want to know, why didn't this work? And I'm going to do the best I can to share with that candidate what I think. I don't want to bring anybody here under false pretenses, so I'm going to talk through what I think that is, a little bit of what I've just discussed with you, and then I'm going to reemphasize our history. I'm going to reemphasize the positives. I'm going to reemphasize that we invest and are committed to the sport of men's basketball, and we have a brand new practice facility and training facility that's up out of the ground, that we have a terrific group of young people that are currently in the lineup and committed to coming in the next group. So I'm going to have to be honest, but also I'm a positive person. My glass is always half full, and I believe, as I think many of you do, that this is a great opportunity for someone, And as I mentioned, our challenges are real, but they're short-term. And I'm going to find somebody who's excited about taking that bigger picture and bringing Iowa basketball back to where we all know it can be and has been.
Gary,
By that same token, the previous two coaches to Coach Licklider have gone to other programs and had success. In some cases have sustained it. What do you say to coaches and or fellow ADs or critics who say, it's not them, it's you, it's this place? What do you say to them? Given your glass half full philosophy.
Well, I'd say, look at the broad picture. Look at Hawkeye fans have proven they will come and fill Carver Hawkeye Arena. They've done it many, many times in the past. Perennially, we've been in the top 25 in the country. During both of those coaches' tenures that you mentioned, they had wonderful years and wonderful success at times. They didn't do it year in and year out, but over time they had some terrific seasons and some terrific success. I think during Coach Davis's, the two coaches you're mentioning are Davis and Alford, and I think during both of their tenures, that arena was full. There were championships won. There were exciting moments felt by Hawkeye fans. So that's what I would say is even under those two coaches, they had tremendous runs at times.
What if a coach says, that coach you're talking to is concerned about you, that you might have a quick trigger?
That's a fair question based on this single experience. Many of the coaches who know me, the athletic directors who know me, I'm relatively conservative by nature. This was a painstaking decision for me. I believed when we hired Todd that I hoped that he would retire here. That was certainly the plan going in. I have acted that way with other coaches in our program. I'm not somebody who desires turnover. I'm not somebody who looks forward, somehow takes pride or pleasure in the next hire. That's not how I'm made up. I would love to never have to hire another coach again, because that would mean that we're incredibly successful, and I can just continue to try and provide them resources to be successful. So this is one incident. I've explained to you generally, not in detail, how I came to it, but please understand, this is not something that I enjoyed doing, and it was not something I anticipated doing, and it's not something that I hope I ever have to do again. And Iowa, so that's my approach, but also Iowa has a tradition and a history of long-tenured coaches.
What would you say to those